Episode 4. Liga stripped off his shirt and kissed down his abdomen, her ears flushed red with her overwhelming love and desire for him. Her voice was hoarse, but her movements didn't stop. "Didn't you ask how I became Mrs. Huo? I almost forgot that my primary duty as Mrs. Huo is to bear you children. I'm merely doing my job. How dare you?" As he grew angry, his abdominal muscles tensed visibly. "I sprayed a bit of aphrodisiac in the room. Bear with it for a bit. It'll pass. I just also want a child." She was increasingly bold and excessive, a stark contrast to the gentle and obedient demeanor she usually showed him. Feeling his body's natural reaction to her shameless teasing, Huo Jincheng's breathing became heavy. The effects of the drug were something he forcibly restrained, and he firmly grasped her wandering hand. "Liga, you disgust me." The desire that had been burning in her eyes vanished with those words. She raised her moist eyes and, holding on to a last shred of hope, asked, "Does doing this with me really disgust you so much?" "Yes." Huo Jincheng's unwavering response made her heart clench painfully. In the next second, he pushed her away with utter disdain. He couldn't be bothered to say another word to her, quickly picking up his clothes from the floor and putting them on. Without even fastening the buttons of his shirt, he strode out of the room. With the door slamming shut, the bedroom fell into silence. Liga collapsed onto the floor, her nails digging into her palms, her eyes filled with coldness and self-mockery. Perhaps this was the end of her hopes. The next morning, Liga limped downstairs with her luggage. The servants were already setting the table, and Grandma Huo was at the family temple, as usual, praying. "Oh, sister-in-law, just escaped death, and you're dragging a suitcase. Going on a trip?" It was Huo Xian, Huo Jincheng's younger sister, now a sophomore at Bincheng University. She had never liked Liga and spoke with sarcasm. "But if you're going out, make sure to do my hair first and take me to school." Liga was skilled at braiding, and her handiwork often earned Huo Xian compliments from classmates. However, today Liga ignored her and continued dragging her suitcase downstairs, where she ran into her mother-in-law, Li Shuqin, who was dressed elegantly. Li Shuqin, the wife who was chairman married later, was Huo Jincheng and Huo Xian's biological mother. She had never approved of Li Ji's background and was always blunt with her. "What are you doing with that suitcase so early? Put it down and help Aunt Pei clean her room. We're expecting a new guest." Li Ji's eyelid twitched, sensing something, and then she heard Huo Xian curiously ask, "A new guest?
Who? Who else?"
"Your sister Xiyun."
"What?"
"Sister Xiyun is back from abroad. Not only is she back, but she's also pregnant with your brother's child. Our old house has good feng shui, so she's staying here to rest instead of going back to the Qiao family." Li Shuqin spoke while glancing at Liga. Qiao Xiyun was her ideal daughter-in-law, and if it weren't for past events, she would have married her son to Qiao Xiyun. She raised her chin at Liga smugly. "What are you standing there for? Get to it." On any other day, Liga would have carefully humored her. But today, even after hearing all this, her eyes showed none of the usual eagerness to please. Though her heart ached uncontrollably, she forced herself to appear calm and aloof. "From today on, I have nothing to do with Huo Jincheng. Whoever wants to do these chores can do them."
Full story is available at novelpalace.com. Click the link in the comment section to get it free.